It is clean energy, it is doing better, it is the way that business has to go.
We are now pioneering solar going forward.
Given the current state of the energy crisis in South Africa, it's projects like this that ultimately make the difference.
My name is Rob Timmis and I'm the CEO of Emergent Energy.
Yes, I'm Dane Sage, I'm the COO of Emergent.
We're a solar EPC, engineering, procurement and construction company.
The first area we talk about is project development, which is your engineering and financial modeling phase, getting a project realized with a client. And then the second phase is your traditional procurement phase, the coming together of these different supply chains and integrating them into ultimately a solar system. The third phase is your typical construction. It's more around project execution and integrating these different elements that make up a solar project. We like to include a fourth area of work, which is a post-construction phase. In our industry specifically, solar returns and the benefit is only realized over time. So we need to ensure post-construction that what we designed and developed in the beginning of the life cycle of that project is delivered, and those returns are being seen by the client or the ultimate owner or beneficiary of the solar system.
So one of the key functions I think of a EPC or a company like ours is identifying the different risks in each of the different phases of a project and trying to assign a value to that risk. So the idea is that a company like ours is able to either absorb those risks or manage them out and mitigate. It's a very difficult balance to strike, but it's something that you learn over time and have exposure to these risks from the engineering base, but also into the construction base as well.
I think having an idea of what those risks are, we can obviously quantify them with the client, and we can give them that reassurance that we'll be around to manage any of those risks down the line. We know what they are, and we can give a solid outlook on the investment return.
We kind of thought about who is Emergent Energy and what do we bring, and how we've always approached this is that we do bring clarity to our clients. We try to sift through all the information that's out there and pull out what's relevant, which really allows guys to make the correct decision for their business. And no two businesses are the same. So it's important to feed in the information to guide people by simplifying many aspects of solar and get them to a point where they feel empowered that they are making the right decision for their business. I first was introduced to Yassine at Traderoute Mall in 2019. From that first engagement, I think I knew this was going to be an exciting, interesting project. You can just feel from the scale of the mall when you arrive, and it is monstrous. And with a monstrous retail center, they're going to have a monstrous electricity bill. And so you can just already feel the impact that a grid-tied system is going to have in a business like that. To see the system and walk underneath all those panels, knowing the work that went into it and seeing the end results is, it's a lot to be proud of.
So my name's Yassine Valley, part owner, director, CEO of Traderoute City. We actually played on the ground this center was built on. We rode our bicycles here, we played on the ground here. So there is a sort of sentiment attached to it, I guess. Pre-1994, when the Group Areas Act came in, where Indian people were segmented out of so-called white areas at the time, and they were put into the different segregated areas. Lenasia was one of those areas. We lived here for many, many years, and it did actually evolve into its own city, in that we were the first regional shopping center in Lenasia. And after a couple of years, which is our 15th year now, we've decided that we've got to do something to contribute back to society in a big way. So we've embarked on the 4.5 megawatt solar facility. We've had a number of suitors. So more than investing in the product itself, we've invested in a relationship. And those relationships are investment with Solar Africa, who actually owns the system. And we opted for Emergent to be the OEM, and we've had nothing but a successful relationship. And now that we're at the eve of going live, that we're turning on, we're very, very happy with both companies. And what makes it more exciting is that we have been selected by the city of Johannesburg to be the pilot project when they allow wheeling and they allow transfer of power over the various urban. So that's what we're very excited about, is that we are now pioneering solar going forward.